In a city where hockey has long been a source of community pride, the Duluth Heritage Sports Center rose from the ashes of a devastating fire.
It was a sad day for youth hockey and for the families in this community when Peterson Arena burned down. And thank goodness there was a sense of desire to do something good, to do something beyond just putting up a tin hut.
Civic leaders and caring citizens embarked on a mission to replace Peterson Arena with a one-of-a-kind, multi-purpose facility that would serve youngsters throughout Duluth for generations to come. To understand the magnitude of the challenge is to understand the diversity of the city itself.
I think the history of Duluth is everything's tough here. Everything's tough. There's a lot of skepticism, and the town's laid out 28 miles long and about 2 miles wide on average. So you have very distinct neighborhoods and a lot of very prideful people and a lot of history. And it's difficult to get things done in Duluth.
The history of Duluth is such where primarily the laboring people grew up on the west side of this community. And during the periods of European immigration to take care of the steel mills and the blast furnaces and so forth on the west side of the community. The east side was more dominated by business owners and entrepreneurs and people of some means. You had a natural divide between business and labor and that type of thing.
Donated by local developer Alex Giuliani, the heritage site is part of the city's industrial past.
This was the location where Clyde Ironworks produced what was called the Whirly crane, a very big, heavy lift crane that was the standard in construction throughout the world. It was used to build the Eiffel Tower, the Suez Canal, built the Golden Gate Bridge, the Empire State Building. It was the crane used in the construction industry for decades. One of our early strategic decisions was to place this facility centrally in the community. It's not east, it's not west. To have a broader mission than just building a hockey facility. The whole city's going to use this. All the schools are going to use it. That was part of the mission that really allowed the politics and the community to say, this is okay.
Vacant for years, Clyde Ironworks was an environmental brownfield. But the site was ideal for a number of reasons, not the least of which was the opportunity to provide an economic boost for an impoverished neighborhood.
Since we were in Lincoln Park, which is the poorest neighborhood north of the Twin Cities, we felt it was important that the project have some broader goals of economic development, of cleaning up a brownfield site, of serving low and moderate income children and families, to, yes, provide a hockey facility, but also provide a multi-purpose sports facility as part of that equation.
In the summer, then, the pavilion becomes grass. We have an early spring here at the Duluth Heritage Sports Center. Our grass starts to grow in March. So we look forward to turning that venue over to some grass-related sports like soccer, baseball practice, and things of that nature.
Support of the Boys and Girls Club, which is part of the Heritage Sports Center, the Minnesota Vikings and the National Football League donated $200,000 for the artificial turf. The entire project received money from the City of Duluth, its school district, and a grant from the Minnesota State Department of Economic Development. But most of the $20 million price tag was covered by private donations, large and small. At a fundraiser in 2007, Bob Nagley of the Minnesota Wild spoke of miracles on ice.
I believe in sports miracles as the return of the NHL to Minnesota, St. Paul's Pacific and the Minnesota Wild exhibits. I told them the story of the Wild and how it was an impossible dream, but everybody working together made it possible.
And a city that is sometimes divided, united for their kids and for the cause.
The community has supported it. We've been able to bring the town together and help get this thing done. When it says that the first name is Duluth, and we're very, very proud of that fact. Now look at those guys, Kenwood Extra.
It's a great facility, and the Duluthians came together and played as a team. We did this. I bought a brick. My name's going in here. I'm putting my money where my mouth is for my children, for my grandchildren, for the future of this community. I feel good about Duluth. It's a success story.